Here's your guide to working with time zones in Bubble. In the past, I've worked on scheduling apps like Calendly clones, that sort of thing, and working with time zones in Bubble has been a complete nightmare. However, as of a few months ago, early 2023, it has become easier, and I want to show you some of the things that I've learned through continuing my work with time zones in Bubble. First of all, let's establish the basics, which is that when a user accesses your Bubble app, it gets from the browser the time zone ID. Now, that can be faked, things like VPN, tools in the browser, dev tools, which I'm going to demonstrate to you later in this video, can make that unreliable, but we can display it very basically. So I'm going to be using, I've got this plugin here, browser, time zone, and locale. We've demonstrated this before. I've put the element on the page, and I've simply referred to the element and said browser time zone ID. This is so that, for the purpose of this demonstration, I can show you that Bubble is detecting that I am Europe, London, which is true. Planet No Code, we're based in the UK. Let's deal with how do I trick, or how do I convince Bubble that I'm in a different time zone? Well, let me demonstrate that. So in Chrome, you would go into Inspect, and we go into Tools, Sensors, and then on Location, I can override this. So I could say San Francisco. And then if I refresh, you can now see that Bubble is saying that I'm in America, Los Angeles. So I don't know off the top of my head if that is the same time zone as San Francisco. I'm going to assume it is. But what I'm demonstrating here is that when you are a user looking at a Bubble app, visiting a Bubble app, Bubble assesses the time zone that you're in, and it always displays time date data in what it thinks is your local time zone. Not what it was necessarily saved as, but what it thinks is your local time zone. So actually, that's quite smart and quite helpful, except for when you're trying to, say, convert different times, different days of the week. That can become a real nightmare, and that is definitely something for another video. But I'm going to demonstrate to you now some of the tools that Bubble has added that makes working with time zones easier. So I'm going to disable the override for now and refresh that page. Let's go into Settings, General, and scroll all the way down to the bottom, and we can see that under Advanced Options, Enable Time Zone Override Controls. And so I'm going to click on each of these and then give you an example. So now if I go back to Design, and I go on to my time date input, you can see that I have an added field here. So by default, it says current page's time zone. And now I also have on current page, I have time zone selection. So it says user's current time zone. And I can now override each of these. So for example, let's go back to our, let me just show you what I've got set up here. I've got my time date picker, and I've got edit workflow, and I've got create an event with the time date picker. So if I refresh it, let's pick today at, so it's easy to remember, at 12. I'm going to click create, I'm going to go onto week view, and I can see that it's in there at 12. But what if I wanted to dictate the time zone that the user is entering data from? At the moment, Bubble is taking the time zone as my time zone and displaying it as my time zone. So that's why we get 12 and we get 12. But what if I change this one to static choice? And you can have a dynamic choice there. You could have the user select their time zone and then always override it. Perhaps if you were unconvinced that Bubble reliably detects a time zone every time, or maybe people are traveling and yet you always want them to be working within the same time zone they set within their account, you can do that with dynamic choice. But for now, let's go static, and let's go back to Los Angeles. So what do we expect to happen here? Well, if I again say midday, create event, it's going to add it as Los Angeles time. And so this is midday Los Angeles, and Bubble is telling me that that is 8 p.m. because the calendar is still in London time. Okay, let's have a look at what else we can do with this. On the calendar, no, I don't think there's not a time zone field on the calendar itself. Okay, so you can't override that. The calendar is always going to show it back in actual local time. But let's explore some of the other options we had down here, which is on the page level. So you can set the page time zone. And this can be very useful because rather than having to override every element on the page where you're referring to time date data, you can just set it on the page. So let's go for static choice, and let's go for something that's going to be really different, like, does it have Auckland? Yep. Let's see what it does with that. So remember, we've got 8 p.m. and we've got 12 p.m. And so, okay, so that hasn't changed it by changing the page time zone. And actually, it's not changed the time zone that the browser is giving over to Bubble. But let's run the browser location override again. Let's go for Tokyo, as that's going to be vastly different. Refresh the page. Okay, so there you go. By overriding the browser with the browser dev tools, we have been able to demonstrate that now the calendar is showing the dates of the events that I've saved, but in Tokyo time. One last trick with working with time zones, and that is, what about APIs? And you might have noticed that when we've enabled the time zone overrides, we've also enabled access to a time zone override in our APIs. And so this means that we can set a time zone for the API to run. And that can be very useful if you've got API data in and then you're combining that with current date time. You want to know what that current date time is. And by default, if the API was triggered externally, meaning it wasn't triggered by a user, then it would be UTC. If the API is triggered by a user, unless you override it, then it is going to be using the user's time zone. Okay? Yeah, I said it was complicated. But this just means that we can dictate a time zone for the current date time field in a workflow by simply changing it on the time zone selection here. Now, if you're hungry for more Bubble content, you can head to our website, planetnocode.com, where we've got over 100 Bubble tutorial videos just like this one, really detailed, very bite-sized. Some of them are member exclusive. You will only find them on our website. Also, if you think that this video is great and it's helped you, we would really appreciate a like and subscribe.